Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's look is 2 looks using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Cremated Palette as well as the 2 lip glosses that I purchased. So this is the palette. I'm really not sure how I feel about this color scheme yet, as this is my first attempt using it. So as I start off every makeup tutorial, I'm going to start by priming my eyelid, and I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion for this. For this look, I really wanted to focus on the brown tones, and the first shade that I'm going to be using is that top left-hand shade called Inheritance, and I'm going to start by applying that to my crease. Next, we are taking Last Respects, and we're going to apply this to the edges of that to blend it out. Then we're going to go into that top right brown shade called the Morgue. I was really disappointed by this shade. It really did not show up, and I went back and back into it, and I could not get it to show up. Next, we are taking the bottom white shade that's kind of off-white, and it's called Casket Ready. We're going to apply that to the inner corner and underneath our brow bone, and we are going to blend with this shade. Wanted to take a shimmer shade on the lid, so we are taking that brownish one from the left-hand side of the palette, and it's called Mausoleum. Now, I felt like I had a harsh line, so I took Life Insurance and blended out the edges because this was just not blended very well. I really wanted to play up the browns in that palette, but the whole look turned kind of gray, and I wanted to brighten it up. So I ended up using Licorice in the Jawbreaker palette to do a wet liner using like a Fix Plus spray and the eyeshadow, and I created a liquid liner basically, and you'll see me do this and make a wing, and that is what I did for eyeshadow on the very first eye. Now we're moving on to the second eye. Once again, we're going to start the look by priming our eye. First 2 shades we're going to start off with are Life Insurance and Eulogy. Now you see me kind of open my eye and then close it again. I want to make sure I get right in the socket with Eulogy to kind of emphasize my socket line. Then I'm going to take that light silver gray, and it's called Goodbye, and I'm going to apply that to the outer corner. And I'm really going to have to build this up because the color did not want to stick to my eye. And then in the next clip, you'll actually see that the shadow kind of crumbled in the pan. Like there was chunks just sitting in there. And I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to look really sad because I really was. Then I'm going to take another shimmer, which is the shade Afterlife, and apply that to the inner half of my lid. And then I'm going to take the darker of the colors, which is Solemnly Swear, and I'm going to use that as a kind of smudged out liner. After I do my lower lash line, I'm taking Death Blow, which is just a really bright white, and I'm applying that to my inner corner and underneath my brow bone. And then I really wanted to try Diamond Ashes, so I put a little bit of that in the inner corner, but it really just did not want to stick to my brush. It was kind of a fail, almost like it's not really there. And that's all the eyeshadow for look number 2 using the Cremated Palette. And with a full pair of lashes on my brown eye and a half lash on my gray eye, and using both of the lip glosses, I used the lighter one on the brown side and the darker one on the gray side. And I am wearing a combination of Unicorn Blood, Red Rum, and I ended up using Sagittarius, I believe. So what did you think of my 2 looks using the Cremated Palette? And did you pick it up yourself? I'd love to know in the comment section down below.